Ever wondered why you missed a lot of opportunities in the past? No. I missed those opportunities that you look back and be like, wow, I should have taken that opportunity. How come I didn't see it? That would be a thing of the past. As today, on 7 Speed Reach, we'll be discussing that failure disease that make people miss opportunity from the book right here. I'm Akeem at Davis, your host. Don't go anywhere. Let's dive right into it. Welcome back. So, straight ahead to chapter 2. Cure yourself of excusitis, failure disease. I will be reading a part of it now. Go deep into the study of people. You will discover unsuccessful people suffer a mind-deadening thought disease. We call this disease excusitis. Every failure has this disease in its advanced form, and the most average person have at least a mild case of it. Have you discovered that excusitis explains the difference between the people who are going places and the fellow who is barely holding his ground? You will find that the more successful the individual, the less inclined he is to make excuses. But the fellow who has gone nowhere and has no plan for getting anywhere always has a book full of reasons to explain why. People with mediocre accomplishments are quick to explain why they haven't, why they don't, why they can't, and why they aren't. We'll be getting into the book shortly. Study the lives of successful people and you discover this. All the excuses made by the mediocre fellow could be but aren't made by the successful person. I have never heard or met of a highly successful business executive, military officer, salesman, professional person, or leader in any field who could not have found one or more major excuses to hide behind. Roosevelt could have hidden behind his lifeless legs. Truman could have used no college education. Kennedy could have said, "I'm too young to be president." KFC could have said, "I'm too old." Like any disease, excusitis gets worse if it isn't treated properly. A victim of this thought disease goes through this mental process. I'm not doing well as I should. What can I use as an alibi that will help me save my face? Let me see. Poor health, lack of education, too old, too young, bad luck, personal misfortune, wife, the way my family brought me up. Let's take a pause there. So, what exactly is excusitis? Excusitis is the failure disease of making excuses. Always finding reasons why you can't, reasons why you are not, reasons why it won't work for you. Whereas the people succeeding at what you want to do are constantly doing what they have to do. And most times they have the same excuses you have, but they choose not to give it. Most common excusitis found in individuals. As I mentioned these excusitis, take a listen and retrospect. Think to yourself, do I possess one or more of these excusitis? Health excusitis, intelligence excusitis, age excusitis, luck excusitis. Excusitis, as I said earlier on, is basically making an excuse from your circumstances. In the case of health, making an excuse with your health because of one imaginary or real health condition. Age excusitis. This is also very common in societies where it is believed that you take the ladder to success. You graduate gradually, and by the time you become the executive, you have lots of years of experience. But nowadays, in today's world and age, the learning process has been sped up. So, by the age of 25, a man or woman already have sufficient information, sufficient capacity for him to lead an organization, which may be impossible some years back. So, next time you have the idea to do something big, Next time you are put in a position of authority, next time you have people under you, don't think yourself too young or too old. I do hope you're getting benefit from this episode. Intelligence excusitis. Intelligence excusitis is all about thinking you are not intelligent enough. Why should I be the person in charge of this project? Clara is more intelligent than me. This is that. The author suggests that in order to beat intelligence excusitis, remember, we always almost underrate ourselves and overrate the person we're speaking to. So far you continue to have that habit of continuous improvement, you always get to a better place. How exactly do you cure yourself of excusitis? For health excusitis, generally, don't talk about your health. Don't let your health be a setback for you to do what you have to do. Know you are more intelligent than you probably think. And so far you have the continuous learner's attitude, you always have better results. Age excusitis. Nowadays, no one is too young or too old to do anything. At both ends of the spectrum, we find examples of people young, like Mark Zuckerberg, and people old at the age of 51, KFC, and many, many examples in between. Remember, liar's battle do not always go to the stronger or faster man. Sooner or later, the one who wins is the one who thinks he can. What really matters is not how much intelligence you have, but how you use what you have. The thinking that guides your intelligence is more important than the quantity of your brain power. Let me repeat, for this is vitally important. The thinking that guides your intelligence is much more important than how much intelligence you have. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. If you're listening on the audio, this has been 7-Star Speed Read. You can follow my recent work up on YouTube, Common Sense Philosophy, where I release success tools, the mindset, and the techniques that will help you get better results in every area of your life. As always, we believe at Common Sense Philosophy, at 7-Star Speed Read, we believe there are no obstacles to your greatness, but the obstacles you set yourself. Join us on the next episode on yet another fresh chapter to help you better your life in this book, The Magic of Thinking Big. Have a comment or a book you'd like us to discuss next? Drop a comment and we'll surely read and respond to you. Until then, bye-bye.